When we imagine intelligence in the animal kingdom, a few creatures typically come to mind. The calculating crow, the problem-solving chimpanzee, perhaps the loyal and perceptive dog. But among these contenders, dolphins shine with a brilliance that continues to surprise, intrigue, and humble us. These sleek marine mammals, gliding effortlessly through oceans around the globe, possess minds and abilities that challenge our very notions of intelligence and sentience. Dolphins belong to the family Delphinidae, which includes over 30 species, from the familiar bottlenose dolphin to the striking orca or killer whale. For centuries, humans have been captivated by their playful antics, acrobatic leaps, and seemingly ever-present smiles. But beneath these charismatic exteriors lies a depth of cognitive sophistication that science is only beginning to fully appreciate. One of the first hints at dolphin intelligence comes from the size and structure of their brains. Dolphins have large, complex brains relative to their body size, with intricate folds in the neocortex, the area responsible for higher-order thinking, problem-solving, and self-awareness. In fact, the ratio of brain size to body size in dolphins is second only to humans. This anatomical feature has long fueled speculation that dolphins are capable of mental feats far beyond the ordinary. But what does intelligence actually look like in the world of dolphins? It begins with communication. Dolphins are masterful communicators, using a rich tapestry of sounds, whistles, clicks, and pulsed calls to exchange information. Each dolphin develops a unique signature whistle, serving almost like a name, which allows them to identify and call out to one another across vast distances. These whistles are not static. They can be modified, mimicked, and even used in complex social interactions, suggesting a level of linguistic dexterity that rivals some of the most intelligent animals on Earth. Their acoustic prowess also extends to echolocation. By emitting a series of clicks and listening to the returning echoes, dolphins can see with sound, constructing detailed mental maps of their underwater environment. This ability enables them to hunt with astonishing efficiency, detect objects buried beneath the sand, and navigate through murky waters where vision alone would fail them. Yet, their intelligence is not confined to foraging or navigation. Dolphins exhibit a remarkable capacity for cooperation and social organization. In the wild, they form dynamic groups known as pods, which can range from a handful to over 1,000 individuals. Within these pods, dolphins engage in coordinated hunting strategies, herding schools of fish with synchronized movements and taking turns to feed. They also display a sophisticated understanding of social roles and alliances, sometimes forming long-term bonds that resemble the political coalitions seen in primate societies. Perhaps even more astonishing is the evidence of empathy and altruism among dolphins. There are numerous documented cases of dolphins coming to the aid of injured podmates, supporting them at the surface to breathe, and even assisting other species, including humans, in distress. Stories abound of dolphins circling swimmers to protect them from sharks or guiding lost boats to safety. While the motivations behind such behavior remain a subject of scientific debate, it's clear that dolphins possess a level of social awareness and concern for others that is rare in the animal kingdom. Play, too, is a hallmark of intelligence, and dolphins are consummate players. They surf the wakes of boats, toss seaweed back and forth like a ball, and engage in elaborate games of chase. Young dolphins practice these activities as a way to develop hunting skills and social bonds, but adults also participate, suggesting that play is not merely a juvenile pastime, but a lifelong pursuit for its own sake. Such behavior hints at a joyfulness and curiosity that transcends simple instinct. Dolphins also possess an impressive capacity for learning. In both wild and captive settings, they have demonstrated the ability to understand and respond to complex commands, solve puzzles, and even learn by observing others. In laboratory experiments, dolphins have grasped the concept of imitation and can replicate novel behaviors after watching another dolphin or even a human demonstrate them. Some have even shown evidence of understanding abstract concepts such as numeracy and symbolic communication, responding correctly to gestures or symbols that represent specific objects or actions. Self-awareness is another frontier of animal intelligence, and dolphins have passed one of its most telling tests, the mirror test. When presented with a mirror, dolphins will inspect parts of their bodies they cannot otherwise see, indicating they recognize their own reflection. This ability, shared with only a handful of species including humans, great apes, elephants, and some birds, suggests a level of consciousness and self-recognition that is extraordinarily rare in the natural world. Yet for all their demonstrated abilities, dolphins remain enigmatic. Their underwater world is difficult for us to observe, and much of their communication and social life takes place in realms inaccessible to our senses. Despite decades of research, we are still only scratching the surface of what dolphins know, how they think, and how they experience their world. The question of dolphin intelligence also invites us to reconsider our own place in the animal kingdom. For much of history, humans have drawn a sharp line between ourselves and other species, seeing ourselves as uniquely gifted with reason, language, and emotion. The more we learn about dolphins, the more this boundary blurs. Dolphins seem to share with us a suite of mental abilities: self-awareness, empathy, communication, learning, play, that once seemed the exclusive province of humanity. This realization has profound ethical implications. If dolphins are as intelligent, self-aware, and socially complex as the evidence suggests, what responsibilities do we bear toward them? Around the world, dolphins face threats from habitat loss, pollution, fishing nets, and captivity. Understanding their intelligence not only deepens our appreciation for these remarkable creatures, but also compels us to protect their welfare and ensure their survival. In recent years, some scientists and ethicists have argued that dolphins deserve recognition as non-human persons, entitled to certain rights and protections. While this is a subject of ongoing debate, it reflects a growing consensus that dolphins, with their extraordinary minds and rich social lives, deserve more than mere exploitation or entertainment. As we continue to explore the mysteries of dolphin intelligence, we are reminded that the ocean is not just a backdrop to our own story, but a vibrant, living world filled with minds both different from and strikingly similar to our own. Each encounter with a dolphin is an invitation to marvel at the diversity of life, to question our assumptions about intelligence, and to recognize the kinship we share with the other sentient beings who call this planet home. In the end, dolphins may be smarter than we think, perhaps even smarter than we are prepared to admit. Their intelligence challenges us to look beyond ourselves, to celebrate the wonders of the natural world, and to extend our circle of empathy to include those whose lives and minds are both like and unlike our own. As we gaze into the curious eyes of a dolphin, we are confronted not only with a question about their intelligence, but with a deeper question about what it means to be intelligent, to be aware, and to be alive. In that reflection, perhaps we find the greatest lesson of all. Thank you for watching Nature's Secrets. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, to spread the wonders of nature, and subscribe so you won't miss our next secrets.